I don't know if you want to say anything about Lilith and Azazel or Azazel. There are different ways you can pronounce this being. We talked
Mm,
about Lilith a couple of times in my on my show, including recent video when we analyzed Diablo 4, a very current famous RPG game. But also, I know you mentioned Lilith in the Dark Holler when just at the
yeah.
end of that Dark series you talk about it. So do you want to say something short about these two demonic entities?
Yeah, just very quickly, I list them under the category of other demonic entities, just because they're explicitly named in the Bible. So, Azazel or Azazel, however you prefer to pronounce it. You find him in Leviticus 16 and the Day of Atonement ritual. Whenever the priests cast lots, there's the one goat that is offered up as a sacrifice to make purification for the people and for the holy place of the temple for the year. And then whenever the lot falls on the other goat, it's the scapegoat, and it's sent out into the wilderness, which is the place that's outside of the sacred space of Israel. It's the place of sin. It's the wilderness, right? It's the place associated with Israel's sin as they're coming through the wilderness into the promised land. So there's all kinds of connotations of sin being related with wilderness, um, but um, but the lot falls on the scapegoat, and it says that it's a goat for Azazel. Now, why? A lot of people try to make, especially those and I would say critical circles, try to use this as, oh, this is an evidence of Israelite polytheism. They're sacrificing to other gods, but actually, what's going on with it? And Dr. Heiser talks about this a ton in his work. It's actually sending out sin. The sin is imparted through a hand press on the head of the scapegoat, and it's sent out to the place of sin. It's sent out to where sin resides outside of the camp so that this place can remain a sacred space, a holy space, and so that God can reside in our proximity. So, yeah, so that's Azazel. And Lilith is explicitly mentioned in the Bible too. She's also mentioned in other ancient Near Eastern texts coming from Mesopotamia. Um, but Lilith is, she's described in various ways. She's called Lilith, Lilatu, and Lilith. And so, she is a demonic. She's female. She's described as being female, but she is a figure associated with the night and with darkness. An ancient Jewish tradition attributed demonic qualities to her. Lilith is explicitly found in Isaiah 34:14, and I'm pretty sure that this is talking about some of the places in Assyria. It talks about the desert creatures will meet with the wolves. The hairy goat will also cry to its kind, and yes, the night monster Lilith will settle there and will find herself a resting place. Now, some translations say the night owl. Some say the night monster. This is one of those places whenever you look at Bible translations, they translate it in all kinds of ways. And that should always cause you to pause and ask why that is. So she's associated with owl symbolism. And owls are like these night creatures that fly in the skies, right? And they're like guardians of secret dark knowledge. They're used that way all the time. And so that's Lilith. She's also associated with things like sudden infant death syndrome. Like in the ancient world, when infants would die, in their sleep, they would attribute that to this demonic entity named Lilith or Lilith or Lilatu. So, that's just a couple that are explicitly mentioned in the Bible, Azazel and Lilith. And so I figured it was worth a mention.